Welcome back to the Let's Play, everybody. This is Season 2, Episode 23. Let's do a real quick update on the sniffers here. We've got two of them hard at work giving us pitcher pods and... dang it, what's the other one called? Torchflower seeds. Pitcher pods and torchflower seeds. Now, we have 9 of the pitcher pods and 3 of the torchflower seeds so far. I think one of them was just sniffing in the ground just now, so we should get... oh, I think I see it in there. It's a torchflower seed. Now, the pitcher pods seem to be a little bit more plentiful than the torchflower seeds, but one of the reasons that I have more pitcher pods is because when I get 2 of the torchflower seeds, I've been breeding up the sniffers, and when I do that, they give me an egg. Did I get an egg? Hey, there we go. So now I have 3 sniffer eggs. I think I'll just throw this one in the chest over here. I don't know that I need very many of the sniffer eggs, so maybe 3 is plenty, but if we do need more, we can always use the torchflower seeds to breed them up. Now, the torchflower seeds and the pitcher pods... here, let me take one of each here. Do I have bone meal? I do. I've never grown these flowers up before, and I want to see what they look like. So let's go ahead and till the ground here, and actually, if we remove... here, we can remove this azalea bush, and we can plant one here too. And let's see what these look like. I think we'll put the pitcher pod over here. Looks like you get an advancement for that. Planting the past, it says. And we'll plant the torchflower seed on this side over here. And I think you can bone meal these. Let's see what the flower actually looks like here. Okay, that's just stage 1, right? And then that's fully grown. Yeah, I can't bone meal that anymore. That's quite a nice looking flower. Kind of has a prehistoric feel to it. Let's see what the pitcher pod looks like. Oh, it has like a root underneath it. And it looks like you have to bone meal it a little bit more than the what is that one? Torchflower. Okay, I think that's the full-grown stage right there. Yeah, I can't bone meal it anymore. And then this one, I think you can actually break it and then just plant the flower part back down without the root. But I'm gonna leave this one with the root in because these are the first 2 flowers from the sniffers that I've planted in this world, and so I want to remember that that's where they came from. We can put this extra azalea blossom thing away. Here, let's just put it in this chest over here. It seems like some of these chests are filling up. I do have a chest now for the crimson, you know, the netherwort block. Oh, that's a netherwort block. Crimson stem, and then the other things that you get from the crimson stem, including shroomlights, which I'm almost up to a stack. And then also I'm doing the warped wood and the warped wart block and all the associated blocks that go along with that. It looks like the sun is setting. Let me go ahead and sleep real quick because I have 2 platforms set up over here where I've been harvesting the crimson wood from. Let's go ahead and we're gonna do one of each together. So there's a crimson stem or crimson tree, whatever you want to call it. And then we've got the warped as well. I don't know. That's a really tall warped. We might need a little bit more scaffolding for that. So let me get out some scaffolding here, and we're gonna mine these together. Actually, here, how many blocks do I need to go up? I might be able to reach from there. I'll just keep the scaffolding on me just in case. But I think the way we want to do this is in the form of a time lapse. So let's hit it. So what you saw in the time lapse there is what I've been doing to keep busy up here on the floating island, just harvesting some crimson and warp stem. And by the time I'm done harvesting both, there's usually something for me to collect over at the sniffer farm. Looks like we have a couple more seeds here of the, what are they called? I always forget the name of the flower. Torch flower, torch flower. Someday I'll remember that. Okay, let's put the seeds in. Oh, I didn't pick up the seeds because my inventory is full perhaps. Here, let's get rid of some blocks. As you can see, we have just about a stack and a half of the crimson stem in here. And then if we go over to the warped, it looks like we have almost 2 stacks of the warped. So we're getting a bit more of that than we are of the other kind. Here, let's go pick up those seeds in here that I didn't collect. It's weird because I thought I had collected them. Weren't there 2? Ah, I'm inside the sniffer. Get me out. Yeah, did we pick up 2? No, I just have 1 in my inventory. Is it possible we lost 1? I don't know. I'm not picking 1 up. Maybe there was only 1 in there. In any case, we're getting pitcher pods and torch flower seeds every time while we're collecting these 2 kinds of woods. And one of the reasons that I'm collecting crimson and warp stem is because soon we're going to be starting on a bit of a nether hub. And so I want to make sure that we have resources. These woods are really good to use in the nether. In fact, they are found in the nether. And so that they don't burn, of course, when there's fire. And that's what we want that for. Soon we're going to be making farms up on the nether roof. In fact, I was thinking we could start a bit of a frog farm in this episode and start getting some of those, what do you call them? Shroom lights. No, not shroom lights. Frog lights. Are they called frog lights? Please tell me they're called frog lights. Yeah, no, the shroom lights, that's what we've been getting here, right? That's these ones. Yeah, we have almost a stack now of the shroom light. So what we want is frog lights. And as far as I know, there are 3 colors. We got the pearlescent, we got the ochre, and we've got the verdant. And so 3 colors of the frog lights. And we need a farm up on the nether roof. But first, we need it to be safe when we go through to the nether. So I'm going to be AFK in this area a little bit longer, collecting up wood and collecting up seeds and pitcher pods from the sniffers. And then we'll start on the nether hub. So this is our original nether portal in this world. We built it shortly after we built our starter home back at the beginning of the series. I've gone ahead and set my spawn here at my brown travel bed. I also have a chest here staged with materials. I'm going to take some cobbled deep slate with me into the nether for now. I'm going to leave the warped and the crimson stems behind until I figure out exactly how I want to use that. And I also have some resources in this chest, including obsidian, some ladders, and scaffolding. I have ender pearls also in my inventory, and we're going to use those to get to the nether roof. But first, we need to go through this nether portal, and I need to remember what it looks like on the other side, because I think it's not going to be so easy to make a nether hub here. Let me check and see what the coordinates are inside the nether. We're close to 0, 0. It's 25 on the X and 2 on the Z. So I think the first thing I need to do is make this area a little safer for building. And I also want to get rid of the netherrack under the portal. So I think I'm going to dig down 2 blocks here and get rid of all the netherrack underneath. It looks like I can dig down 2 blocks. Okay, no, I see a hole right there. That's what I was afraid of. I want to be able to dig down 2 blocks without falling into a bunch of lava. So we're going to go ahead and place in cobbled deep slate at this level. And we're going to replace all these netherrack blocks. And we're going to make it all cobbled deep slate underneath. So let me get that done first. And then we'll come back and start placing in some of the wood. I've come back from the nether just now to drop off some blocks and grab some of the crimson and the warp stem. I think we'll just take a stack of each. I can just come back here if I need to. Let's go back through the portal and I'll show you what I've done here. I've just put in a cobbled deep slate platform, basically replaced all the netherrack that was here. So I'm planning to use the warped and crimson stem. Let me start first by putting in some kind of floor here. I don't know exactly which block I want to use for the floor yet, but it would be nice if it was slabs. So why don't we go ahead and make some slabs actually and see which ones we want to use. I'm thinking crimson. No, I'm thinking warped for the floor and maybe crimson for the walls. Let's see how they look. We'll make a whole bunch of these slabs here. This is very similar to what I did in the season 1 Let's Play, except for on a much smaller scale, because I've made kind of another oval design here around the portal, and now I'm just going to slab up the floor. I think I want the slabs to be at this height, so I guess I didn't need to make it quite so low after all, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and build this up, and then we'll see what it looks like. I need to pick this up. And we'll build these all the way out to the wall here and see how it looks. Yeah, I think this is the right choice here with the warped slabs. And then maybe we'll mix it up a little bit and put in some full blocks every once in a while of the warped variety. All right, let's finish setting all these slabs into place. This is going to take me a minute to get them all in. And then we'll see what we can get done with the walls. Oh, I think this means I'm going to have to dig it back a little bit too, to put in the walls. Yeah, I have to dig out some of this netherrack here. Or if I want to make it smaller, I guess I can just remove the slabs on the outside, like this, and then I can build up the walls there. I don't want this nether hub to be that big anyway. Yeah, maybe we should just do that instead. In fact, before we finish the floor, why don't we switch over to the crimson stem? And I want to see what that looks like for walls. So we'll just go ahead and start placing some in here. I think I am going to use the full blocks of the crimson stem. Let me just get enough in so I can see what it looks like. I'll go ahead and place in. Is that a waste? Yeah, these are expensive. I think I'm going to try to save the ones on the floor, which means I should probably place some blocks in underneath so that we can place in the crimson stems around the outside without wasting too many. What does this look like though? I want to just get a kind of a feel for it. Let me place a few more in and then we'll see what it looks like here. Okay, that's not bad. Hey, let's go up a couple more. Can I reach down? Yeah, there we go. And we'll build these ones up as well. I'll leave a bit of a staircase. And then we'll throw in some more slabs here so I can take a step back and look at it. Let's build the slabs all the way over to the portal so we can actually use it to go back and forth as well. Okay, there we go. Place the slabs in. So how about that? Yeah, I like that. All right, so I think we're going to go with that. Let me go ahead and, let's see, I'm not going to time-lapse this. I think I'm just going to grab some blocks and then come in and finish this up, and we'll see what it looks like. So I have the floor and most of the walls placed in, but these crimson stems are just a little bit expensive. So I only have about a half a stack left here. I'm going to place the last of what I have, and then I want to go up onto the nether roof. So let's place just one more row of the crimson stem blocks up here. There we go. I probably should have filled that in back there, but I think it'll be okay if mobs spawn. That's why I put a torch back there as well. I think I can only do one more layer of the crimson stem here, and then I'm going to be pretty much out of blocks. But I can go get more later. Here, I'll put one in here and here. And yeah, we can put one in here too. Why not? I'll just add another ladder to the top. But as you can see, I only have 5 of the crimson stem left. So to get back up there to finish this later, I'll just leave this ladder in place. The rest of the ladders need to come with us because it's time to go to the nether roof now. The way I want to go to the nether roof is actually back through the overworld. So let's jump through the portal real quick, and it's daytime. Let's get out our rockets. We have a stack and 5 left in our inventory, but there's plenty more where that came from. What I want to do is I actually want to build a nether portal up here on top of the floating island, and then link this one to the nether roof so that we can keep the one by our starter base there linked up to the nether hub that we just made. So let's go ahead and make a portal up here somewhere. It doesn't really matter where. I want it to be a little bit out of the way though, so why don't we just set it up right here. And are we doing corners? Well, I think I have enough obsidian to do the corners. I'll just do the top corners. I don't even think you'll notice on the bottom anyway. Okay, let's go up 1, 2, 3, just like so, and then we're gonna do the corners. So let's just put the corners in there, and then we can light this portal and see where it goes. And yes, I have enough obsidian to get back once we get up onto the nether roof, but I have no idea where this portal is gonna go. So let's just jump on through. Is there anything? I want to put these dirt blocks away. Yeah, this chest here. I don't need to take those with me. My inventory is full. Actually, my inventory is so full, maybe I should leave some stuff behind here. I'm just going to dump into this chest real quick, and then I'll come back and get this stuff another time. I just don't need it right now. All right, so let's go through the portal. And let's see where we're at. Okay, this is not bad. This is not a bad portal space at all, because what we need to do is we need to dig up now. So let's go ahead and start here. And we're going to dig up as high as we can. Let's see. Well, I just need a staircase here. It doesn't need to be anything fancy, because we're not going to really use this very often. Because this portal is actually going to be broken, and we're going to make a new portal in the exact same spot up on the nether roof as soon as we get up there. So let's make a staircase up, and then we'll figure out, I guess, okay, see there's a bedrock right there? So that's how close we are already to the nether roof. This was a really lucky spawn, but what we want to do is clear out an area. Let's see, let's break that block. I know I can fill these back in. I don't want those to be there. I want to go back around to where that portal is so that we can... Well, I guess it doesn't matter, does it? Let's just clear out a space. We just need to get up on the roof first. I can do the math and move the portal above where that one links. In fact, we should use the location of the portal in the overworld for our calculations to see where on the nether roof we want to place the other portal. Okay, so see how some of these blocks up here on the top go higher than some of the other ones. We're looking for one that is it 157 is what we want to see on the Y level. Oh, we're on 123 right now, but we're looking at a block, and the position of the block we're looking at is, let's see, where is it? 127. Okay, so this one right here, these 3 right here are actually tall enough. So I think we can just go ahead and put in some blocks and ladders right here. I think this is as far up as we need to go. Wow, that was really lucky. This was much easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, let's put in ladders here, and I think this should be tall enough to get us up onto the roof. Let's find out. But first, I need to break, before we go up onto the roof, I need to break that portal down below so we can make a new portal up on the nether, and it won't cause us any problems. That means I need to go back through and get some coordinates. So let's go back through this portal, and I'm going to get the coordinates of the portal in the overworld and just do a little math real quick. All right, I'll be right back. I want to write this all down so I get it exactly right. Well, I did some math, and hopefully this works out. We can leave that broken portal frame there. What I need to do now is get up onto the nether roof and then locate where we're going to make a new portal, which oddly enough is not where that portal generated. So I don't know. I don't know what that's all about, but we're about to find out if that's correct or not. Let's try to get up on the nether roof now. I'll grab some ender pearls and we'll climb the ladder, and then we're gonna hold up on the ladder and try to ender pearl through. There we go. Oh, wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. I glitched up onto the roof there, but I didn't stay on the roof. Let me try that again. That was very odd that what just happened. But let's try that again. Okay, so hold up this time. And okay, I got through. We're up on the nether roof now. I'm just going to place a torch down. That torch doesn't really have any special significance. It's just approximately where we came through, just for reference. And then now let's go ahead and bring up our F3 screen. I need to locate, let's see, I need to locate a very specific place. Wow, that's weird. Okay, 34 that way. Why are the numbers so different? I sure hope that these link up correctly. Okay, 20, 19. I'm looking for 22, so here. And then I also want 42, so we need to go this way. That's, yeah, it's kind of far from where our torch is. That's where we came through. But this should work. Let's get out some obsidian and start building a portal here. I need to build it exactly the right location. So the block I'm standing on is 22 and 42, and then the other block I want is 23. So that's not this one, this one. So I'm going to place a block there and a block there, and we can go ahead and build up the portal. Let's get rid of the coordinates. That's just messy, and nobody wants to see that. Let's just go ahead and build a full portal frame here, and we'll light it up. In fact, do I have any slabs? I can make a few slabs. It might be a good idea to slab up the top of the portal here, just so we don't get spawns. Is that 3 tall? 1, 2, 3. I think that's good. And then let's jump down, and we'll throw a torch up on this thing. Let's also get some slabs. Let's see, crafting bench, you go here. We'll make the slabs out of oak wood. That should be fine. And then let's go ahead and pick up our crafting table. I need to get back up there, so give me some blocks. Or I could have used ladders, I suppose. In fact, you know what? We'll just use ladders. I mean, we have them. Why not use them? Okay, there we go. And then we'll throw some slabs up on top of this thing to prevent any spawns. There we go. And then back down the ladder. Perfect. And now hopefully these link up. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to use up these slabs so they weren't in my inventory. Let's light this portal and see if it links us back to our floating island. It should. And then we'll have access to the nether roof anytime. Let's go back through and see if I've done this correctly. Is my math good? It is. We have access to the nether roof, and it's right up here. Only problem is now I'm going to have to breed frogs up here. And we only have one temperature biome here. So I'm only going to be able to get one color of the frog lights. The other lights, we'll have to make another portal on the nether roof somewhere that links to somewhere we can get all 3 of the frog lights. Do we have time in this episode? I don't know, but we can at least start, and then maybe we'll have to finish the farm in the next episode. I've been a bit ambitious here, but we'll see what we can get done. We can at least go locate some frogs and maybe get them bred up and grab some of those tadpole buckets. But let me do some inventory management, and then I'll come back and we'll go look for some frogs together. This small mangrove swamp is not too far from the base, but is it big enough to have any frogs here? I don't know, but I have buckets and I have slime balls, so let's see if we can get some tadpoles. It also occurred to me that I don't think I have any mangrove propagules, and that's something we could be farming on our floating island along with some of the other wood. Let's grab some of these. Oh, that propagule wasn't fully grown, perhaps. Yeah, we might have to hang out here for a little bit before we grab some of these mangrove propagules. I'm sure that some of them are fully grown already, right? Here's a stick here, but we've never been to this swamp before, and so I'm not sure. Yeah, that one's not fully grown. This one looks like it is. Yeah, okay, I just picked up a propagule, and one is probably enough, but we'll grab a couple before we go. So that we can get mangrove wood back at the base. I'm not seeing any frogs here. I have slime balls in my offhand, but I don't see any hippity hoppities around here. It might be just too small, this swamp, but let's go ahead and check the entire swamp because there could be frogs hiding at one end or the other. Let's see, can I get up onto here? It's a very small mangrove swamp, so I don't have high hopes for... We might have to find a different swamp, maybe even a regular swamp, in order to find some frogs we can breed up. Yeah, I don't even hear any here. But this is the closest swamp that I know, that's close to our base anyway. This one's like 1,000 blocks away. Is this propagule fully grown? Yeah, I can grab that one. Any other frogs here? Not that I can tell. Let's see. Let's just make sure we look around. Hello, cows. Seen any frogs around? I sure haven't. Oh, there's a ruined portal out there in the water. Yeah, there's lots of tropical fish here, but I don't see frogs. But I'm gonna look around for a bit, and if I see any, I'll let you know. This regular swamp down here is not so close to the base, and it's also quite small. But will it have frogs? We will see. I don't see any yet. Yeah, I don't see any frogs yet down here. But let's give them a chance. Because if we have to look for another swamp for frogs, it's going to be a very long trip indeed. There doesn't seem to be any signs of frogs here. I don't see any leaping about. Hello, cow. I'm looking for frog activity, but I don't see anything yet. Sometimes all the frogs end up on one side of the swamp or the other, so we should make sure we cover all the swamp here. Just looking for some frogs. In fact, sometimes the frogs can even be just outside the biome, I think. I don't know how they end up there, but... yeah, I'm not seeing frogs here. In fact, it looks terrible. There's almost no land at all to this swamp. There's so much water. I think, don't the frogs, they need some land to spawn in on? Yeah, this looks like a good spot right here, but there's no frogs here. Well, I guess we're gonna have to try somewhere else. I've had to travel very far, unfortunately, to find another mangrove swamp. But I just found this one here. Great. Now it's raining. Ooh, more propagule. Let's see if this biome has some frogs inside. It's quite a large mangrove swamp this time. Okay, we do have frogs here. So let's start breeding them. I have some slime balls. Let's see, slime ball for you and slime ball for your mate here. And we should get some little tadpoles I guess that means I should have set up a little water area somewhere around here. I'm not sure exactly where these frogs are gonna go, because I don't see water close. Let's just make a little spot right here for them, and I'll have to go grab another water source. But we can at least put some water in here. Okay, where is the next closest water? I saw some water down here, I think. Yeah, right here. So let's grab another water source and get back up there quickly, so they have a place to lay their tadpoles. Let's see. Okay, there we go. So now they have a spot. I think they will lay... Okay, yeah, there, right there, tadpoles. So now we just have to wait for these to hatch up, and then we can grab some... We should get some water buckets ready, I think. Let's go ahead and fill some more buckets with water. And maybe we can breed these guys again and get even more tadpoles, but this is going to take a while. I remember from season 1 that it takes a while to get all the tadpoles, because you have to wait for these eggs to hatch. In fact, we should probably go ahead and do a time lapse of that. Well, that took about 6 minutes to do, but it looks like we got 4 tadpoles there. Yep, bucket, bucket. I got an advancement. Let's go ahead and grab all 4 of these guys. We're going to need them so that we can breed frogs up later, and also get the... We need to be able to get the other color of frogs as well. Okay, there we go. I got 1. Is there actually 5 in here? That's quite lucky. Sometimes you don't get 5. You only get, I don't know, less than 5. So we've got all 5 tadpole buckets here. Now we just need to breed up the frogs again. This frog is here, but I don't know where this frog's mate went. But I'm going to stick around here for a bit and see if we can get about 16 buckets full of tadpoles to bring back to the floating island. Hello. I need another frog to breed. Is there one close? Well, that's a creeper. Oh, did he kill? He killed the frog. Oh, what a jerk. Yeah, it was nighttime during the time lapse there, so I knew that there could be some creepers around. I wasn't able to light the area up very well. Oh, my bed survived. But that means my spawn's not set here. At least I got some mud blocks out of it, I guess, if you want to see the silver lining there. Unfortunately, I need to go find some more frogs. So I'm going to go do that now. And then I'm going to return to the floating island once we have our 16 buckets so we can start breeding these guys up. And I'm going to watch my back for creepers. They could be anywhere around here. No, I don't see any though. Well, I made it back to the floating island base. I guess we're calling this a base for now. And I brought back some tadpoles in buckets with me, but I don't think we're going to have time in this episode to make a froglight farm in the Nether, so that's something I'm going to have to do in between episodes. But let me just show you real quick how many we got here. I've got the mangrove propagules as well in my offhand there. I've got 5 of them, so we can start growing the mangrove wood. I also have 9 buckets of tadpoles, and that's probably not going to be enough for how many frogs we need to take to the Nether, but I have an idea to block off this portal with some dirt maybe, and breed or grow up some frogs right here and then get them into the Nether. But first I need to go into the Nether onto the roof and find a basalt delta so that we can get some magma cubes to help us get the froglights. But we're probably only going to get either the let's see, what biome are we in actually? This is a lukewarm ocean, so we're probably going to get the pearlescent froglights, I think. Unless I'm mistaken, and then we might get the ochre ones, but definitely the verdant froglights, you need a cold biome for that. And this is not a cold biome, so that's going to have to be something that I work on in between episodes. But thanks for watching this episode of the Let's Play, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Can't wait to get some of this mangrove wood.